In last class, we have discussed about types of collectors, that is flat plate collectors and concentrated collectors. Okay. Today we shall discuss about the commonly used configurations, that is uh, configurations of certain practical solar thermal collectors. That is first one is glassed flat plate and second is unglassed flat plate, unglassed perforated flat plate, back pass flat plate, back flat plate, solar cooker, evacuated flat plate, concentrating. These are the types. Okay, these are the configurations, different configurations. First we shall know about the glassed flat plate collector. Okay, here it is commonly available as liquid or air based collectors. If you take flat plate collectors, first different types in that liquid or air. Okay, these are commonly available as liquid and liquid based and air based collectors, and next it is suited for temperature 30 to 70 degrees Celsius. Okay, next, liquid-based collectors are most commonly used for the heating of domestic and commercial hot water buildings, hot water and buildings and indoor swimming pools. Here I have said it is a, you can observe, domestic and commercial building. These liquid plate collectors, okay, liquid plate collectors is used for domestic commercial building, water heating, indoor swimming pool. And what about air plate collectors? Air plate collectors are used for heating of buildings, ventilation air and crop drying. Okay, this is a glassed flat plate collector. You can observe here, this is the figure of glassed flat plate collector. Next, unglassed flat plate solar collector. Here, this is used for low temperature applications. For glassed 30 to 70 degrees Celsius, and here low temperature applications below 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, and this is made of black plastic which can withstand ultraviolet rays. Here we have not used glass. Okay, here we have not used glass. It is suited for low temperature applications and that too below 30 degrees Celsius. And this is made of black plastic which can withstand ultraviolet rays. So, since there is no glassing is provided, it can absorb more heat. It will direct fall on observer collector. Okay, there is no glassing. So that's why it can absorb more heat, and also when you compare with the glassed and unglassed, here unglassed losses are more when you compare with the glassed flat plate collector. Okay, this losses are more, and the capture also, it will absorb heat fast. Okay, it will absorb heat as fast, and it will absorb heat at night also. They transfer heat so well to air so that they can even capture heat from air even at night also. It is used for heating outdoor pools, fish farming and preheating water for car washes. Okay, this is used for mainly heating outdoor pools, fish farming and preheating water for car washes. Okay, these are the uses. And if you want to say some more points about this, means a large portion of the sun energy is absorbed here because it is not insulated. That's why the here what happens, glassing is not there. Okay, this is a unglassed, it will absorb heat, it will absorb heat more. Okay, this is not insulated, that's why it will, the heat what it will absorb, it will be for few minutes, for few hours. Okay, the what we get heat absorbed is lost Okay, that's why in this they are saying that losses are also more. Okay, next this is the figure of unglassed flat plate collector. Unglassed perforated flat plate collector. Here you can observe, here it is mainly used for heating of builders, and here industrial grade siding or cladding having perforated small holes at a pitch of 2 to 5 centimeter. This is a 2 to 5 centimeter. A small holes is there on that unglassed perforated plate collectors. Here it is used for building ventilation, air heating, and we can say that it is mainly used for heating of buildings, and next building ventilation, air heating, and crop drying. And also they have in some countries they have installed this for drying of tea, coffee, tobacco, beans. Okay, like this. These are the applications or uses. Air is passed through the collector before it is drawn into the building to provide preheated fresh ventilation air. What happens here is, before passing through the collector, it will draw to the building to provide what? To provide preheated fresh ventilation air. Okay, before going to the collector, that is air is passed through the collector before it is drawn into the building to provide what? To provide a preheated fresh ventilation air. And this system is efficient and cost effective solution. Next is a back pass solar collector. This is a large solar observer is used to heat air. Okay, this is a large solar observer. It is used to heat air, and it is a air based collectors. It do not have freezing or boiling problems. Okay, here back pass solar filter will, it is a air based collectors. It don't have a freezing or boiling problems. Here collectors that are coated with a glass can also be used to heat air for space heating. This design is simple, and also it weight also less when you compare with the liquid based collectors. It is a air based collectors. This they do not have a pressurized piping. Okay, when you take liquid based collectors, they tube or piping will be there. Here they don't. We are using air based collectors. Back pass solar collector is nothing but here air collectors, so they do not have a pressurized piping. This is a back pass solar collector. Next, batch flat plate solar thermal collectors. In this mainly it is used for residential water heating. Okay, and it is coated with black painted water tanks exposed to sun where used. It is where we use that black painted water tanks exposed to sun. Okay, in nowadays modern technology, batch collectors have a glassing to concentrate solar energy on a tank surface. This system is used for water heating in warm countries, and here the storage tank and the solar observer acts as a single unit here. Here there is no need for other components. And next, batch collectors system are less costly when you compare with the other collectors, that is a glassed flat plate collectors. And this cost is less, and it will produce less energy per year. Next, a flat plate collector with flat reflectors. These are the types. Okay, first point is addition of a reflector. By using reflector, solar radiation, it will absorb the more heat from that. Okay, by using, I have already said, but if you use a mirror or a lens any reflectors, so yeah, it will increase, absorption is increased. Okay, solar absorption is increased. Here addition of a reflector, we are using a reflector, so it increases a solar yield, nothing but solar production or solar produce on the collector and the overall performance of the collector. It will improve the performance of the collector also. Enhancement in solar yield, that is a enhancement in solar yield means solar produce or solar energy produce. Okay, solar energy production is about 44% in winter and 15% in summer. Evacuated tube collectors, in this conventional flat plate collectors will be less efficient during cloudy or cold weather conditions. Weather influences such as weather that maybe summer season or winter season or rainy season, that weather conditions will affect, it will affect such as condensation and moisture. Okay, these 2 points, condensation and moisture, will damage or fail internal materials, that will lead to system failure. Okay, these 2 points will lead to internal failure due to weather conditions. Okay, an evacuated tube collector will operate in different manner. This will operate in different manner, which makes it suitable for adverse weather conditions as well. And it can achieve high temperatures. This is mainly used for high temperatures, that is especially 75 to 180 degree Celsius, and it is suited for industrial and commercial applications, and highly efficient with low thermal losses. It is a highly efficient and also losses also less. Okay, with low thermal losses, that is heat losses. These are the evacuated tube collectors. This is the diagram of that. You can observe here cold water in and hot water in, heat transfer pipes. Here individual evacuated tube, heat pipe, observer plate and heat pipe. Here heat transfer fin. Okay, this is a heat transfer fin. Is why we use that heat transfer fin? Can anyone answer? Heat transfer fin. It will just improve the for example, it will transport. Okay, fin is used to help just transfer the water, hot water. If you want to increase the level of hot water, then heat transfer fin will improve that. Okay, here, evacuated tube collectors are more expensive when you compare with the flat plate collectors. Here, collectors are usually made of parallel rows. You can observe the tubes, that is, okay, you can observe that it is made of parallel rows of transparent glass tubes. Okay, and it absorbs solar energy well, and it will but prevent radiation heat losses. This fin is covered with what? Fin is covered with a coating that will absorb a solar energy well, but it will prevent from radiation heat losses also. And it is air is removed and evacuated from the space between the two tubes, between the two glass tubes, and it will form a vacuum, and which eliminates the conduction and convection. Okay, they are saying that first you need to remember, this is when you compare with the flat plate collectors, this is costly and this is used for high temperatures, and this is mainly used in sunny or warm climates conditions, and this is a collectors which are connected parallel rows. You can observe that they are connected in parallel rows. Transparent glass tubes, they are transparent glass tubes, and here fin is covered with a coating that will absorb a heat, and it will prevent from radiation, and that is a losses. Okay, yeah, it will prevent from radiation losses. And air is removed or evacuated from the space between the two tubes or glass tubes. Between the two tubes there will be air or a somewhat moisture content that will be removed, which will eliminate the conduction, sorry, conductive and convection. Okay, what do you mean by conductive? Means it will allow the heat, and what do you mean by convective? Means it will transport warm parts to the upside and cool water to the downside. Okay, that is a convective. This is a types of collectors, or we can say that is configuration of collectors. Okay, first is a glassed flat plate collectors. Here this is in flat plate collectors, it may be liquid or air based. Okay, it is mainly used for temperature 30 to 70 degrees Celsius. That is temperature means 30 to 70 in glassed flat plate. And it is used, liquid is used for domestic and commercial building, water heating, indoor swimming pool, and air based collectors is used for especially ventilation air and crop drying. Okay, what about unglassed? Remember, when you see the unglassed flat plate solar collector heading, you need to remember here more losses, because there will be a no insulation here. When you it will absorb the heat. Okay, it will absorb heat directly because there is no glassing on that, so it will absorb more heat. But here losses will be more because no insulation will not be there here, and it is used for low temperature applications, and it is used for heating outdoor pools, fish farming, preheating water for car washes. And this will transfer heat so well to air, so that even it will capture the heat from air at the night time also. Okay, unglassed flat plate solar collector is different. Unglassed perforated flat plate collector is different. It is a industrial grade siding or cladding having a perforated small holes on that. Okay, small holes at a pitch of 2 to 5 centimeter. It is mainly used for heating of buildings, and it is also used for, I have said that many countries they are using this system for drying crops, that is especially tobacco and coffee and tea and beans. Okay, this is used in South America and Asia. Okay, for drying of tea and tobacco, beans, like that. Okay, and this is used for building ventilation, air heating. Okay, backpass solar collector. This backpass solar collector is mainly used to heat air. Okay, used to what? It is used to heat air. These collectors are coated with what? These collectors coated with a glass. It can be used to heat air for space heating. This design is simple, and it is weight is less than liquid based collectors, because here air based collectors we are using. So when you compare with the liquid, weight will be less, and they do not have pressurized piping here. Flat plate solar thermal collectors. Here it is used for residential water heating. Here when you compare with the old technology and mod one, now they are using a glassing to concentrate what? To concentrate solar energy on a tank surface. Before days, what they used to do, they used to paint the water tanks, expose it to sun, but now they are using a glassing to concentrate solar energy on tank surface. Next, flat plate collectors with a flat reflectors. Reflectors, that word you need to remember. If you hear that word, that means reflector. If you use reflector, that will increase or it will absorb more solar energy. Okay, because it is, if we use reflector, it will absorb in solar radiations more. It will lead to overall performance. It will lead to the increase overall performance of the collector. Here they are saying that enhancement in solar yield. That means if you use a reflector, solar energy production and solar produce will increase that to 44% in winter and 15% in summer. Okay, this is what the flat plate collectors with flat reflectors. And next, evacuated tube collectors, that I have already said. This is a less efficient during cloudy and cold weather conditions. It is not more used at a cloudy or cold weather conditions. Weather influences means the weather will affect. For that, due to the weather conditions, condensation and moisture, that will lead to a system failure. Okay, that will damage internal materials, that will lead to failure, system failure. Okay, next, fin is used. Why fin is used here? Fin is used to prevent from radiation heat losses, and also it will absorb heat easily. Okay, it will absorb heat well. Fin is covered with a coating. It will absorb heat well, and it will prevent from radiation heat losses. And next, evacuated tube collectors will operate in different manners. It can achieve high temperature, that is, it is used for high temperature 75 to 180 degrees Celsius. And next, it is suitable for industrial and commercial applications, high efficient with low thermal losses. And next, what I have said about this evacuated tube collectors, here is removed between two glass tubes. Okay, between two glass tubes, air or it is evaporated. To this air is removed or evacuated from the space between the two glass tubes to form a vacuum, with that will lead to a elimination of convection and conductive. Okay, we shall know about the material aspects of solar collectors. First one is observer. These are the following types of solar flat plate observers that is most frequently used. First is copper plates with an integrated water passage. These plates can also be made of aluminium, and copper tube or copper tube on copper sheet, and copper tube, aluminium fin, iron or steel, plastic or polymers, we can say. Absorptive coatings. Absorptive coatings, these are varieties of absorptive coatings are being used. Okay, ranging from flat black paint to baked enamel. And flat black absorber coatings have high absorptivity. Why we need means solar radiation, it should capture heat as well. Okay, it should capture the heat fastly. Okay, specification requirement of an observer coating for a flat plate collectors is like this. It must not degrade under ultraviolet exposure. It should not degrade under what? It should not degrade under ultraviolet exposure. It must withstand temperature up to 200 degrees Celsius. These are the specification requirement of an observer coating. Okay, It should not degrade under ultraviolet exposure. It must withstand the temperature up to 200 degrees Celsius, and it must withstand many temperature cycles, that is over plus or minus 40 degrees Celsius, and it must withstand many cycles of low to high relative humidity. The climate changes will happen, so it must withstand temperature, and it must withstand many cycles of low to high relative humidity, and it must not chalk, fade or chip. Okay, it must not be so thick that heat conduction through the paint to the metal absorber is impeded. It should not thick. Okay, they are saying these are the requirement of an absorber coating. How it should be, the coating should be, these qualities should be there. Okay, this should withstand. Next is a glassing. Okay, one or more sheets of glass or other radiation transmitting material is used as a transparent covers. One or more sheets of glass or other material, that is a radiation transmitting material, is used as a transparent covers. For what? Solar heater or solar water heater, or if you use a solar energy production. Okay, it must reduce convective losses from the observer plate. It must reduce the, these are the important functions of glassing. It must reduce convective losses from the observer plate. Convective losses means heat losses. Okay, that is convective means, actually meaning of convective is, if hot water should go upside and the cold water should come down. Okay, that is transport warmer parts upside and cooler parts down. That is what convective. Here the water losses, heat losses should reduce. It must reduce the heat losses or convective losses from the observer plate. It must suppress radiative heat losses from the observer plate, and it must protect the observer from the elements. It must protect the observer from the elements and from excessive ultraviolet exposures. This material must be resistant to ultraviolet radiation. They are saying that it should reduce the convective losses, and it should suppress the radiative heat losses, and it should not it should withstand the ultraviolet exposures. It should not affect to that. Okay, next, the following are the specification requirement of a glassing materials. What are the qualities it should have? Okay, they must be reasonably impact resistant. Okay, it should have the capacity of that withstand capacity should be high for that. Thin or no tempered glass pans are questionable because of the risk of damage from hail, birds, and vandalism. These are the thin or tempered glass pans are questionable because of that risk of damage from hail, birds, and vandalism. Next is the plastic materials of low tensile strength are not advisable. Okay, they are not advising that plastic materials of low tensile strength are not advisable. They must be resistant to significant temperature shock. Okay, if any raised in temperature also, it should withstand. Next, sudden rain will cause rapid overall limb changes. A leaf on a stagnant collector can cause highly localized thermal stress. If any rain falls, it will some many damages due to the rain, that it should withstand, the glassing materials should withstand. Okay, next, glassing for practical applications requires attention in the following areas. First is cost, longevity, and absorptivity, ability to withstand wind conditions. Next is a glassing materials, that is a glass and fiberglass, Tedlar bonded to fiberglass. These are the glassing materials. Okay. First, areas of practical applications attentions. First is a high cost. It is a high cost. Glassing is high cost. And longevity means it is a ultraviolet resistivity, thermal stability, and corrosion resistance. This includes longevity. Okay. Next, absorptivity is 92% to 95% in the visible spectrum and 10 to 20% in the infrared spectrum. Next, ability to withstand wind conditions. Next, glassing materials means glass and fiberglass. This will meet the requirements, and Tedlar used alone cannot serve the purpose. Tedlar when bonded to the fiberglass. Tedlar when bonded to the fiberglass, it acts as a good glassing material. Okay, when Tedlar bonded to fiberglass, it acts as a good glassing material. And optical weighting must not change during its service life. Okay, during its service life, optical weighting should not change. This requirement can hardly be met by any plastic glassing materials. And next, lastly, fiberglass partially serves the purpose. Insulating shell or insulation shell. This in this solar flat plate collectors must be insulated. They are saying that solar flat plate collectors, it should be or it must be insulated against excessive heat losses on its backside and on its edge. Backside means 3.5 inch of fiberglass insulation or 2 inch of foam insulation. Side means 1 inch of fiberglass or 0.5 to 0.75 inch of foam insulation. These are the insulation. Backside means 3.5 inch of fiberglass insulation and 2 inch of foam insulation. Side means 1 inch of fiberglass or 0.5 to 0.75 inch of foam insulation. And the next specification to met by insulating materials means it should withstand the maximum collector temperature rating, that is 200 degrees Celsius, without damage. Okay, foam materials shrink due to excessive heat. Foam materials will shrink due to excessive heat. And next up, maximum temperature must not cause evaporation or sublimation of substances in the insulating materials, such as the binder of the fiberglass. That should not affect temperature, should not affect the, it should not cause evaporation or it should not affect to the insulating materials. Okay, special fiberglass materials are available that have a quite satisfactory outgassing weight. These are the materials of solar collectors. In next class, we shall discuss with the concentrating collectors and different types. Okay.